Hey Virgo, and welcome to your Law of Attraction reading. Yes, this is something totally different that I'm trying. This is in lieu of a spiritual message or general reading that I've done in the past, but my intention is all the same. You're the main subject, and this is just for you and your personal journey. Anything that'll help you attract your heart's desire, abundance, how to manifest, and just help you remove any blockages or restraints that you may have. Okay, so keep an open mind with whatever energies come in. And if this doesn't resonate, please don't forget to check your other placements, because you could be resonating with another placement. So check your moon, rising, Venus, Mars, or any placement that you feel guided to watch. And also just don't get caught up in the zodiac sign. If a title catches your attention, go ahead and watch that video. There may be messages for you there. Okay, I've watched videos of signs that I don't have, but I tend to still get a message that I take with my life, so don't get so caught up in your sun sign. All right, so I'm going to be using this deck. It's the Law of Attraction Island Time Wellness, and this was the reason why I felt inspired to do this reading. I just wanted to put use of this deck. It's helped me so much, so I hope it helps you guys as well. All right, so I'm going to pull your past, present, and future energies. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Ooh, it's manifested. New desired reality is already present in your life. Vibrational alignment. Astrology gives edge. Nice. What else? Future you now. You're already that person. Deserving. You have arrived. Bucket list. Achieving your dream. Two messages of already having what it is that you want. That's great. Observe. Not getting caught in the story or details. Total acceptance of what is. Step back. See bigger picture. So what I feel here is that you do have the capability of manifesting your heart's desire, right? Like you've done it subconsciously, I feel, where you've created this life and you're like reaping the benefits right now, right? Because this is the past energy. So you're already here. You already have it. Or you could have felt like in the past you had it and then you may have lost it. Because now with this observe card here, like you're getting caught in the story, in the details. It's like you manifested something and then now you feel like, okay, what's the next thing, right? Like what's the next step? It's like, just take a breather. Take daily steps toward your dreams, manageable goals. I feel like you may be trying to take on too big of a bite, and you really just need to kind of stay present, be happy with what you have now, because you have accomplished a lot. New desired reality is already present in your life. I think you just have to look at things from a different perspective, because if you already have what you've been manifesting and you don't realize it, it's because you're observing it way too much. Like you're way too into the details. And you need to just kind of like zoom out of focus, right? And see that you have what you want. You're already that person. You've arrived. You're achieving your dream. So what's the problem? What's not letting you see that? Let's clarify. Let's see, what are you caught up here? Yeah, look at this. The Magician is coming out. So you have every manifestation tool, every resource to have what it is that you want. Maybe you feel like you've overworked for it, that you've had to try too hard. Maybe it's been a struggle and you feel like you can't rest. I don't know. Let's see. I wasn't ready yet, so I'm not going to take that. What are they observing way too much? Queen of Swords. Yeah, you could be overthinking. You're caught way too much in like the analytics of things, the logic. Five of Cups. You're focused on what you don't have. And there's 2 cups right behind you, Virgo. But I think because you've been hurt, that you find it hard to trust and kind of just like live and let live. Is that a saying, a phrase? You know what I mean? Like you've been so hurt, betrayed, disappointed, that when you have what you want in front of you, it's hard for you to see it because you're too caught up in what you don't have. You're caught up in all the ways that it could go wrong. You're caught up in ways that you may lose it, right? The Queen of Swords is someone who's been through a lot of pain, a lot of sorrow. And I feel like that's why it's hard for you to really just enjoy the moment, because you're just overthinking everything. You may have this fear that you're going to lose everything that you've worked for. But that's not going to help you here, right? Because if we continue being in this state of not having, we're never going to be happy. So I feel like what would help you in this case, if this is your energy, if you are feeling like this, is to just write down what you are happy for. And then you'll probably see that that list is longer than what you're not happy about. Because there's a lot here. There's a lot of sadness here. So I feel like you're stuck in this little bit of a dark cloud, because you're not seeing that you're already here. Vibrational alignment. So I feel that you're not aligned with this energy here. Like, you may have accomplished everything that you've been trying to accomplish for like the past 2 years or something, and because you're not in the vibrational alignment of accepting it, you don't feel like you have it. Like, you feel like it's out of touch. That's kind of what I feel like you're out of touch a little bit. And I think it's because you're just getting really caught up in these details, this story. You're not accepting what is, but you need to step back and see the bigger picture, and that'll help you see that you have everything that you've been manifesting, that you deserve it. So let's see what's the present energy. Visualization. See yourself achieving the highest possible outcome. Experience feeling and details. Highest expression. Fulfilling life purpose. Soul contract. Destiny. Co-creating with universe. Bliss. Knows worth. We have 2 messages of high here. We have highest possible outcome, and then now we have highest expression. Loving all of you. Love and accept your inner darkness for greatest self-love. Deeply healing world mirrors us. And then high vibes. Look at that. See, I feel like you're attracting things that are in high vibrational alignment with you, but you yourself are not quite aligned with it. I don't know. It's an interesting energy. I think because subconsciously you know better. Right? You know better. Because, I mean, if you've been observing, that means you know every single detail. Right? But you're pinpointing everything that isn't right. You're over criticizing. You know, Virgos are like that. You're very about the minuscule details. You want everything to be perfect. And if it's not perfect, you're not happy. But that's not helping you right now. That's not a high vibration. Because a high vibrational energy is just accepting of what is. Even the errors. Even the little things that kind of like get on your nerves. You have to just let it go. And that'll remove this block that I feel here. Because visualization, see yourself achieving the highest possible outcome, experience feeling and details. You may have accomplished something very great, and because you didn't really feel it, you weren't connected to it emotionally, you just didn't feel like you completed it. Does that make sense? Like, you didn't see yourself achieving it. So it's really beneficial for you right now to see yourself achieving these things, because you have already achieved them, I feel. And if you haven't, it's because you will soon. And it'll help to be in this energy of visualization. You have to like give yourself a pat on the back. I feel like you're not doing that. You're not rewarding yourself for your efforts. I feel like you could be thinking like, well, that's what people should be doing. You know, it's like, no, you did something so much greater than what the average person is doing. You deserve recognition for that. And you deserve yourself to give that recognition. Not from other people, because I feel like Virgos don't really care what other people think. So like, you don't really care about external validation. Maybe some do, but I just feel like overall you're your own worst enemy. So it's not until you give yourself that recognition that you're going to feel successful. And then we have highest expression, fulfilling life purpose, soul contract, destiny, co-creating with the universe, bliss, knows worth, right? So I feel like that's what you're struggling with, is knowing your worth. It's like you could have all this, like, all these riches around you. You could be surrounded with abundance, but if you don't feel like you're abundant yourself, it's not going to be aligned with you. It's not going to go together. And it's because you're learning to love yourself, though. You're learning to accept yourself. You're your dark sides, all of it. And I know this part of you is probably what you already know. You probably think like, I already know that about myself, but I don't know how to fix it, right? And it doesn't start with like fixing it or changing yourself either. It just starts with accepting yourself, right? Like with this energy of observing, it's like maybe you do know that you overthink a lot, but it's accepting that that's who you are also that will help you kind of release this energy. Once you accept that you're an overthinker, once you accept that you're a perfectionist, I think that'll help you more than constantly telling yourself like, oh, I know I need to stop doing that. You know what I mean? Because that could be your dark side. Maybe you have like OCD behavior, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, obviously that's, you know, a disorder, but I don't mean like you shouldn't judge yourself if that's an issue of yours, right? It says love and accept yourself, all of it, the dark sides, the light sides, every part of yourself. That's how you will deeply heal yourself. And then with the world mirrors us, it's like, again, like how you are projecting yourself into the external environment of your surroundings is how you're going to attract energy. So be careful with how you love yourself, because that's how people are going to love you, right? It's like that saying that says, what you allow will continue. So if you don't learn to love yourself, you're not going to give people reasons to love you in that aspect. Not that, again, like I said, people's validation doesn't matter, but I mean, at least their respect. People should respect you. And then we have high vibes. Surround yourself with positivity. Connect with your source, solfeggio, frequencies, your tribe. So I feel like you're learning to surround yourself with positivity. Maybe you have been with people who don't vibe high. And that could be another reason why you feel blocked. Maybe you're surrounded by people who also do this overthinking, who also have everything but aren't happy with it. You know what I mean? It's because having doesn't start from your external world. It starts from within. So again, like people could have the nicest cars, but if they don't, you know, you could grow up in like the richest neighborhood, whatever. Everyone around you could seem like they all have abundance. But if it doesn't start from within, that's not a high vibration, and that's not a positive energy that you're around. So I feel like you're starting to surround yourself with positive energy, and that's making you see things differently. Or at least it will help you to surround yourself with people that are more happy, not people that are caught up in money and what job they have, what car they have, what school they're going to. Things that like that doesn't matter. Because law of attraction is happiness. It's abundance within, right? It's not, like I said, the external world. So let's go ahead and get into your future energy. See what I'm saying? Say affirmations. Stay as I am. Manifesting happens in present tense in a present life. Believable to you. Gratitude. Gratuity increases attraction and opportunities. Little things count. Be grateful for all of your life. Ultimate love. Forgive others and yourself. Release past. Send love, light. Change inner to change outer. You see what I'm saying? But I feel like a part of you has been doing this in the past. Otherwise, these cards wouldn't have popped up, right? Like you already have manifested a lot. So you got to just continue doing what you've been doing in the past. And I feel like what you've been doing is saying affirmations. So you just got to go back to the drawing board, because maybe you manifested things you're now thinking like, I want more out of life. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? We always want new goals to achieve. But you have to also be present in the moment. Be happy with what you currently have, right? Because maybe you have a lot to be grateful for and you're not really seeing it. Because again, you're too caught up in what you don't have, right? Or what you no longer have, because it could have been loss. You know, whatever that means for you, it doesn't mean your life ends, right? It doesn't mean that there's no other path to follow. There's always new paths to follow. And then, yeah, this says thank you. It's like you have to be grateful for what you do have. It's the only way that you're going to be able to attract more. The little things count. Exactly. It's like being happy with the simple pleasures of life, right? Like a beautiful sunny day, things like that. And then ultimate love, forgive others and yourself, release past, send love light, change inner to outer. So again, this is where all this feeling of abundance comes. It comes from how we feel inside. If you're sad from loss in the external world, it's because you still need time to heal and process it, right? But I feel like with this energy, you're just being hard on yourself, and you're being hard on others too. Like the only way to release this past is by forgiving the past as well. Because the Five of Cups speaks of old wounds. It speaks of past wounds, right? So it could be pain you're still carrying that you're not allowing to create something better for you now in the present moment. Again, it's like, I'm just going to keep going back to these cards. I feel like it's very important that you've manifested something great, but because you're not letting go of this energy, you don't see it. You're stuck way too much in the negative details of life. Maybe somebody, you haven't forgiven someone, and I feel like Spirit is advising you to just let it go. Just forgive them and move on. Send them love and light, and that'll help you change your inner to your outer, change your inner self and it'll change your outer world. It has to be ultimate love, right? Even if this person wronged you, betrayed you, whatever they did, let karma handle them. Don't let them affect your present day, because you're letting them still win by having them, like letting them have an effect over you. So you have to just let them go. You have to just release it. And when you start tapping more into this gracious energy, this affirmations energy, it'll help you be more present, more grateful for what you have, and it'll make you stop thinking about all this pain in the background energy that I feel here. Follow your bliss. Do what inspires you. Creativity, new direction, heart meets mind. No fear-based decisions. Right? Because I feel like this comes from a place of fear over here. Maybe you're stuck there because you fear that it'll happen again. Right? Like I said, like the Queen of Swords comes from an energy of loss, and she's been through a lot. So she carries a very strong demeanor. She has her guard up. But just do what inspires you. Get creative. And it'll help you go down a new path, a new direction, where your heart meets your mind, right? It's not so much mind and your energy anymore. Because I feel like sometimes when we go through a lot of losses, our heart closes up, right? But I feel like in this energy, your heart meets your mind, which is right where you want it to be. You want it to be balanced. All right, Virgo. So I hope that helped you. I think the energy for you that I'm feeling most of all is just to let go of these blockages that don't allow you to see the greatness that your life already is. There's a lot for you to be grateful for already. I feel like you're just caught up way too much on what you don't have, that it's not letting you see it. Right? Like this one says, don't get caught up in the story, accept what is. See the bigger picture. New desired reality is already present in your life. And then over here it says new direction too. And then at the bottom over here, trust the process. Everything always works out. Something better is on the horizon. Have total confidence in the universe. I love that. Everything always works out, right? You have to just trust the process. That loss isn't really loss. It makes room for something better. And I think you're going to slowly learn that as you continue on this journey, but it's definitely going to happen for you. All right, Virgo. So for this portion, I'm going to pull an oracle card from this deck. It's the Lightworker Oracle. And this will just be to help you gain a last final message from your higher self. I feel like these decks are just very profound. I'm going to read the excerpt from the guidebook because I feel like Alana Fairchild did such a good job in these cards. I normally don't feel the need to read the guidebook, but I did with this deck. All right. Unplug from mass consciousness. Wow. Number 7. See, I feel like there's too much noise. There's too much external influences in your life, whether it's you or other people. Let's go ahead and get into it. There is a belief system based on fear, doubt, and distrust that is known as mass consciousness. It says it is safer to stay with the crowd, not to question what you have been taught. It says you cannot trust the divine to take care of your financial well-being on your emotional need or your emotional needs. It says you should be afraid and not take risks. It says that if you dare to stand up and live your truth, you'll be lost and alone, humiliated, rejected, or even destroyed. You are being guided to unplug from that system of beliefs. You are capable of a more creative, loving, and soul-satisfying way of living. To access this, let go of the way that is too small for your soul. You are brave and aware enough to think outside the square, beyond what society or your peers may consider normal. You are supposed to be questioning things right now. You are in a transition from one way of thinking to another, opening up to a new world which you can trust enough to live in with peace and happiness because of the upgraded new beliefs you are cultivating. No matter how others may resist or criticize your choices, perhaps your new ideas take you away from the world they feel comfortable in. Your higher guidance encourages you to keep opening your mind to a more loving, higher reality. If you have been thinking along new lines and wonder if you are going crazy, your guidance tells you you are doing a great job. Wow. You are not crazy. Trust yourself. You are thinking in ways that do not belong to mass consciousness. It can seem scary at first, but once you realize the benefits gained from unplugging, you will enjoy the process much more. It will free you and empower you to live a life of your own choosing. Opportunities and connections can open up to you in many ways that defy your old beliefs. Sometimes breaking from the accepted norm, doing things differently, or being considered weird to family, colleagues, and friends is a sign that you're breaking away from the consciousness of the masses, which is not compatible with your own higher frequency consciousness. You were born to bring a new vibration of awareness to this planet. You will find those who can benefit and even love you for this difference, and those who are challenged or fearful of you for it. Either way, you can love and approve of yourself, nourish relationships that support you, and have compassionate detachment from those that do not, without compromising who you are in truth. So keep unplugging yourself one layer, thought, word, and deed at a time from that which the mass consciousness would have you buy into. More stuff, more fear, more competition, more doubt, and more suffering. You can challenge any thought you don't want to have. Free yourself. You have the power to change your world and the world we live in. As a result, one liberating thought at a time. Invocation. Of my own free will, I will now ask for spiritual intervention and divine protection through the guidance that loves me unconditionally. I now request the thorough and complete removal of any entity, thought form, belief system, cord, attachment, or conditioning from my body, mind, and soul that does not resonate with the pure frequency of unconditional love. I ask for this process to happen with divine mercy, wisdom, and blessing. I call upon my own inner power and strength to listen for my truths and stand in the light of those truths at the perfect time and in the perfect way, with the loving and empowering assistance of my spiritual team. Through divine grace and my own inner spiritual authority, so be it. May all beings be blessed by divine love. May all beings be happy and free. Wow, that's beautiful, Virgo. That pretty much touched everything that I spoke about too, if not better. But I really hope you guys enjoyed that message. I'm going to leave it there. If you did enjoy this message, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell button. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys very much, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye.